Today we're talking about better living. It has a lot to do with what we do every day, what we see, and of course, what we eat. So we've come to New Hope Valley Assisted Living to see how they're embracing better living. Let's go check it out.
When you think about it, folks that are typically in assisted living communities, you're talking about folks that are in their late 70s to 100 years old. And they have lived a very rich life, and they actually made this country. They built the roads and bridges and the hospitals. So as they have aged and they're ready to need more help, how do you create an environment that celebrates their journey of life?
At New Hope Valley, we have a philosophy of optimal aging. And basically that centers around a holistic perspective of aging well and aging healthy. So that's kind of centered on intellectual well-being, spiritual, social, physical, and emotional well-being. And we really strive for that through things like healthy meals, daily exercise and activities such as yoga, religious services, and family celebrations.
And in the kitchen, creating that healthy meal is Chef Dan Terhune.
For the most part, we bake as much as we can, kind of cut out the oils, cut out salt. We do a lot of fresh ingredients, fresh vegetables and fresh fruit as much as possible. Sometimes we kind of push it on them when they don't even want it. We sneak it in the meatloaf and everywhere else. We make sure almost everything is at least whole grain, if not multi-grain, so they get the added fiber.
We want to make sure, what do they say? You become what you eat. So we want to make sure there's a balanced nutritional diet. And then we want to make sure that they are engaging in some exercise, ranging from, say, chair exercise or chair yoga to something that gets them going in the morning. And so we want to keep a mix of that.
Well, the typical resident here, the age tends to be around in the 80s, although we do have some who are in their 90s, some who are younger, one who's about to turn 100, which we're all very excited about. But the range of other things is really very wide. Some people lived in the community, some were from actually farther away but really wanted to be here. So it's a good range, and it really works well in terms of people having exciting things to talk about and creating kind of a social atmosphere here.
And that social atmosphere continues in the relationship between the residents and the employees.
We really want the employees here to get to know our residents and create those relationships. And we actually started doing life story videos so that we are able to capture those residents' personalities, their stories, and make sure that all of our employees see them as not just somebody in room 203, but as a person with a name and a story. And I think that really helps here.
And due to New Hope Valley's popularity, the center will soon be expanding.
We recently broke ground on an expansion, and so we'll have 15 new apartments and some other amenities such as a library, a courtyard, a larger activity space, a larger salon, all sorts of really exciting things.
If you're not sure if New Hope Valley is the right fit for you or your loved one, you can always stop by for a tour or check out their website.
If anybody needs any other resources or assistance, you can always come to our website at newhopevalley.org, where we have a free comprehensive guide on choosing an assisted living community and really on basically coming into this chapter of your life.
New Hope to us partners is not the building that you are in. It's not the furniture that we are sitting on. It's not the fixtures. In simple words, New Hope are the folks that live here, their families, and the people that work here and their families.
Their focus on physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, and social well-being are just a few of the things that make New Hope Valley rank in the top 1% of all assisted living across the country. So what are you waiting for? Check them out.
Hairstyle services provided by Shaper's Salon and Spa.